Time now for this week's shocking stat of the week. You know, one of the aspects of actually having the privilege of doing this, of broadcasting, that you might be surprised about is the amount of hate mail I get for just simply stating facts. Now, I appreciate if it was opinions. Opinions can differ, and that some people have huge amount invested emotionally in their opinion. Many times their identity gets wrapped up in them. So I'm not surprised when I get a negative reaction if I say something that threatens that opinion. But I have to admit, I was, especially at first, I was taken aback by having that kind of negative reaction, that emotional reaction, when I simply present a stat. Which brings me to my two shocking stats of the week as I wade into the debate surrounding oil. The first, 6,000. That's the number of products that are produced with petroleum according to the United States Energy Information Administration. About 60% of petroleum does end up in gasoline or jet fuel heating oil, but there's so much more. For example, in the medical area, transplant tape, artificial limbs, heart valves, anesthetics, antihistamines are all made with petroleum products. Many more are made with petroleum, rather. Also, things like life jackets, fertilizer, insect repellent, ink, contact lenses, eyeglasses, plastic roofs, roofing material, and so on. Plastic wood, I should have said, and so on. So if we end oil production, we either need to find substitutions for those kinds of products, 6,000 of them, or square off those products altogether, as well as gasoline, heating oil, and jet fuel. That never seems to be part of the discussion, by the way. Speaking of substitution for oil, this is the second stat, and it's courtesy of the International Energy Agency World Energy Outlook 2017. How much did solar and wind provide in terms of the world's energy use in 2016? Well, the answer is this, 0.8%. It's maybe more surprising, though, as we're going to spend trillions of dollars in taxpayer subsidies on solar and wind. But by 2040, the International Energy Agency predicts that it will still only provide 3.6% of the world's energy. In other words, the use of fossil fuels is going to drop from currently about 81% of the world's energy to 75%. I thought that was interesting. Trillions of dollars later, you only really move from 0.8% to 3.6% by the year 2040. I think facts are important when you have a discussion if you want to at least make it realistic, and I think those are two very pertinent facts as we talk about the end of oil.